A school campus is more than just buildings, it's a living, breathing community. The heart of this community is its students, who bring energy, curiosity, and diverse backgrounds. Each student arrives with a unique story, shaping the campus into a vibrant world of learning and growth. Here, education goes beyond textbooks. It's about discovering life, building friendships, and facing challenges together. The campus is a stage for personal development, where students learn to collaborate, solve problems, and see the world through new perspectives. Teachers, staff, and administrators play vital roles, but students are the central figures. Their questions, ideas, and relationships are what make the campus dynamic. The true nature of a school is revealed in these connections between students, teachers, and peers. A positive campus culture is built on trust, support, and shared experiences. When students feel seen and valued, the campus becomes a safe, welcoming place. The school is a social world where values are learned, tested, and lived every day. It's a training ground for future citizens, where critical thinking, kindness, and cooperation are practiced. The bonds formed here can be transformative, inspiring growth and resilience. Understanding students means looking at the relationships and culture they create. The campus is more than a backdrop, it's the fabric of the school community. Every day, students shape and are shaped by this environment. Their time on campus is a journey of discovery, both academic and personal. The school experience is defined by the connections and values that thrive within its walls. Ultimately, it's these relationships that determine whether a campus feels like home. Every student brings more than just books to school. They carry an invisible backpack filled with values. These values, shaped by family, culture, and experience, guide their actions and decisions. Honesty, respect, responsibility, and kindness are the foundation of a healthy school community. Student behaviors are the visible expression of these internal values. When a student values honesty, they admit mistakes. When they value respect, they listen and consider others. Behaviors shape the learning environment, making classrooms either focused and joyful or chaotic and disruptive. Students are still learning about values. They're works in progress. Schools help develop a strong moral compass, not just through lessons but through the culture they create. When students see integrity and kindness modeled, they learn what matters. The campus becomes a place to practice being their best selves. The values in their invisible backpacks are constantly shaped by school experiences. These values aren't static, they evolve as students grow. The school community thrives when everyone is committed to living out these values. Ultimately, what students carry with them shapes not just their own journey, but the entire campus culture. Step into a classroom from 50 years ago. Students sat in rows, silent and attentive, showing respect through obedience. The teacher was the authority, and respect meant following rules without question. Today, classrooms are more dynamic. Students collaborate, discuss, and sometimes challenge ideas. Respect is still central, but it's shown through dialogue and engagement, not just silence. Teachers are now seen as guides, and students expect interactive relationships. Peer interactions have also evolved. Collaboration and teamwork are encouraged. Respect for classmates means listening, valuing diverse perspectives, and working through disagreements. The shift reflects a new belief. Working well with others is a critical life skill. Classrooms are now places to practice communication, empathy, and problem solving. The emphasis has moved from individual achievement to collective growth. Students learn to navigate complex social dynamics, preparing them for the wider world. The classroom is no longer just about absorbing information, it's about building relationships and learning together. This evolution in respect shapes not only how students interact but also how they learn. The ability to collaborate and communicate is now as important as academic success. Today's respect is active, not passive. It's about participation and mutual understanding. The modern classroom values both individuality and community. This balance prepares students for the challenges and opportunities of the future. In the past, classrooms were defined by formality, obedience, and discipline. Students addressed teachers formally, sat upright, and followed strict rules. The teacher's authority was rarely questioned, and obedience was expected. Discipline was enforced through clear, often rigid consequences. This structure created orderly environments, making teaching predictable. Many believe this approach taught self-control and respect for rules. However, it could stifle creativity and make it hard for students who learned differently. Questioning was discouraged, and conformity was the norm. The focus was on maintaining order, sometimes at the expense of curiosity. While this model had strengths, it often overlooked individual needs. The emphasis on uniformity sometimes limited personal growth. Today, education seeks a balance between structure and flexibility. Modern classrooms prioritize student voice collaboration and assertiveness. Students are encouraged to share opinions, ask questions, and help shape their learning. Teachers invite feedback and allow choice, empowering students to take ownership. Collaboration is central. Students work in groups, solve problems together, and learn from each other. These experiences build communication, teamwork, and conflict resolution skills. Assertiveness is valued. Students are taught to advocate for themselves and think critically. Sometimes this assertiveness blurs the line between engagement and disrespect. Teachers now act as facilitators, guiding rather than dictating. Relationships are built on mutual trust and respect, not fear or formality. This shift increases engagement and social skill development. However, it also brings new challenges in managing classroom dynamics. Balancing freedom with respect is key to a positive learning environment. The modern classroom is a space for active participation and growth. The shift in student values and behaviors is driven by powerful societal changes. Family structures and parenting styles have become more democratic, encouraging children to express opinions. Students bring these expectations of dialogue and participation into the classroom. Educational philosophy now emphasizes critical thinking and creativity over rote memorization. Technology has transformed learning. Students have instant access to information and communicate constantly. Teachers are now guides, helping students navigate a world of endless resources. Digital communication has made interactions more informal and immediate. Schools are more aware of diversity, promoting respect for different backgrounds and perspectives. Social movements have empowered students to be assertive and express their beliefs. These forces have flattened classroom hierarchies and redefined authority. The school campus reflects these broader cultural shifts. Each generation of students is shaped by the world they grow up in. Every era has its mix of positive and challenging student behaviors. In the past, discipline and order were prized, creating calm but sometimes rigid classrooms. Quiet obedience made teaching easier but could lead to disengagement or hidden struggles. Today, positive behaviors include curiosity, collaboration, and initiative. Students ask questions, work in teams, and take intellectual risks. This creates vibrant, stimulating classrooms but also brings new challenges. Informality and student voice can sometimes lead to disruptions or defiance. Technology can distract, and assertiveness may cross into disrespect. Teachers must balance freedom with structure to keep learning on track. Each era's challenges reflect its values and expectations. The goal is to foster engagement while maintaining respect and focus. Positive behavior now means respect for learning and for each other. The classroom is a place to grow, experiment, and learn from mistakes. Student behavior shapes the entire school experience. Respectful, engaged students create classrooms where learning thrives. Positive behavior leads to richer discussions, higher motivation, and a sense of safety. Disruptive behavior interrupts learning and creates stress for everyone. The classroom climate, warm or tense, depends on how students treat each other. A positive environment fosters belonging and healthy development. Negative behavior can cause anxiety, withdrawal, and missed opportunities. Teacher well-being is deeply affected by student behavior. Supportive classrooms energize teachers. Constant challenges lead to stress and burnout. High teacher stress impacts instruction and student outcomes. Students also learn social and emotional skills through their behavior. Collaboration, empathy, and communication are foundations for future success. The habits formed at school shape how students interact with the world. The school experience is defined by the behaviors and relationships within it. While we talk about generational trends, every student is unique. Classrooms are filled with individuals. Quiet thinkers, assertive leaders, creative collaborators, personality, family, and culture shape each student's values and behaviors. No single approach works for everyone. Good teachers recognize this diversity. The past's silent classrooms could stifle creativity, while today's assertiveness brings new challenges. Each era has strengths and weaknesses. The goal is to build on what works now. The most important work is creating a positive, respectful community for all. Bridging generational divides and finding common ground is essential. Teachers must understand students' worlds, including their relationship with technology and desire for voice. Students need to learn what respect looks like in different contexts. Kindness, empathy, and strong relationships are the foundation of a great school. The best campuses honor individuality while building a shared culture. Ultimately, it's the connections and values that make a school truly exceptional.